Expression Media's slideshows are an excellent tool for creating presentations on screen, in print, in email, or on the web for your clients to help make decisions about the media elements in your project. As we looked at earlier, creating a slideshow starts with the process of building a catalog or constructing a set within a catalog that brings together all of the images you'd like to use in your slideshow. To create a new set, click on the Add Terms button, which is the plus at the top of the Catalogs field list in the Organize panel. Choose Catalog Sets from the field menu and type in the name of your slideshow and click OK. Drag the images you want in your slideshow to your new catalog set. Once you've dragged in all of the images you want in your slideshow, double-click the set to display only those images. You can drag the images around to reorder them. Present your images in an order that has impact and pacing, and keep in mind who your audience will be, and develop an order that supports the reason you'll be presenting the slideshow. For example, if the slideshow is meant to display all of the possible photos to be used in a brochure or on a website, try to group them in a way that conveys what your goals are as the artist, but also reflects to the client your understanding of their goals for the project. If you have some music that you'd like to play in the background while the slideshow runs, make sure the music file is in the catalog set as well as the images, and place it at the point in the slideshow list where you'd like it to begin playing. Choose Make Slideshow Options to bring up your global slideshow options. Set the default duration of each slide in seconds, and choose a background color. Black supports the viewing of images in a clean, neutral space and allows the colors of your images to pop. You can experiment with the different transition options and see which one suits your client best. Some are flashy, some are jarring, and some are very smooth and relaxing. You can force your media to scale in a particular way here. Try Scale to Fit and set the stage grid to be full screen for the largest presentation dimensions. You can customize the grid, create a margin between the grid cells, or leave the box unchecked to let images of any kind in a multi-up layout touch each other. The playback options allow for interactive, which means you'll be responsible for making each new slide appear. And to do that, you can press the mouse button or press the right and left arrow keys to go forward and back respectively. If you leave the continuous checkbox checked and interactive off, the slideshow will automatically advance from one slide to the next. You can always override a running slideshow by pressing spacebar to pause or right arrow to go to the next slide. Random allows Expression Media to randomly choose the order of images to present. Set options for the playing of voice annotations automatically, and whether or not you want to hear the sound from any movies that are part of your slideshow. Checking Fade In will provide a smooth transition into the first slide by fading in from black, and you can choose whether or not you want to see the slideshow controller panel on screen when you first start the slideshow. Click OK to save your changes, or Run Slideshow to save your options and begin playing the slideshow. The slideshow controller panel allows you to adjust options during a slideshow presentation. Although you can set the same global options that you set in the main slideshow options dialog box here, the slideshow controller also enables you to set individual playback options for each displayed file so that you can further customize your slideshow. Use the Options menu at the top to refine global options, and the menus next to an individual file's name in the Files view to set the options for that individual slide. Adjust the volume of any music or audio here. Click the Text tab to adjust your display settings for your metadata such as title, location, or caption. You can set your alignment, font, and text size here. To display more detailed info about each image in the slideshow controller panel, click the Info tab. The slideshow controls panel is also useful for running presentations on a second screen or projector. If you use multiple monitors, you can position your catalog inside the monitor you want to use for the slideshow. You can start the presentation on that monitor and keep the controller on the other monitor. If you're not using two monitors, displaying the slideshow controller on top of the slideshow impairs viewing. To show or hide the controller, just press Return. To learn about all the various keyboard commands for working with slideshows, open Expression Media Help and search on Slideshow Shortcuts, and select that article from the left column of search results. It's very powerful to be able to run a presentation with keyboard shortcuts, never having to interrupt your presentation by bringing up menus or, worse, stopping the slideshow and making adjustments. It's important to consider first impressions and the impact of providing a clean viewing space so that your client feels supported in their endeavor of choosing artwork and images for a project. The more organized and streamlined your process is, the less impact a customer changing their mind at the last minute has on you. The ease with which Expression Media allows you to simply drag and drop a different image into your document from a catalog means that there will be very little impact on you if a customer changes their mind at the last minute. Your clients will have more flexibility and you'll have less frustration. If you will not have the opportunity to present your slideshow in person with your client, you can export a movie of the slideshow. Choose Make, Save Slideshow as Movie, and set your options. Every client is different. Some might want to have a movie to view as a DVD. Others will want to see an HTML gallery on the web, or even view a QuickTime movie on their computer. Others may have Expression Media themselves, in which case you can share catalogs with them and then use Expression Media Notepad to communicate about the project. Expression Media allows you this degree of flexibility. Backing up your catalogs and client projects is a simple matter with Expression Media. You can make a backup to your hard drive or to a CD or DVD-ROM, or even make zip archives for storage off-site or off-system. Choose Make, Backup CD-ROM, and set your options in the dialog box. Choose to back up all original media files or just the ones visible in your current list. It's recommended to check Keep Folder Structure and check Include Media Catalog to include all of your Expression Media catalogs. Select a hard drive destination, or if you have a blank CD inserted, choose it from the list and click OK. Bringing all of these things together for your clients is a process of figuring out the best way to communicate with them visually. Ask them questions about their process. Explain what some of your options are with Expression Media. Find out how they might most enjoy working together to make these important decisions. The more comfortable people are, the more creative they can be, and the more they're able to be in touch with what a particular design or image choice feels like. This is much more important than just talking about it or thinking about it. Ultimately, visual media has an emotional impact on its intended audience before it can ever have a mental impact. Clients are often presented with varying design choices, and the tools available in Expression Media 2 can be used effectively to communicate and present these options. Once a client makes their decisions, you can simply drag the items from Expression Media catalogs and drop them into PowerPoint, Word, or Excel. This workflow is so much easier to manage than working with files in the standard way in the Finder or burning CDs full of folders for your clients to hunt through. Use the power of Expression Media to bring them into the creative process. Let your presentation skills not only help you with your final presentation of the completed piece, but in the beginning and middle of the design process as well. You'll be surprised how effective it can be in getting to the heart of the matter when you can put on a good show for your client and make a great impression. In the last video in this series, we'll wrap things up and take one more look at the power and flexibility of using watch folders in Microsoft Expression Media 2.